A cardiac myocyte is not auto-excitable. You need a Purkinje cell to excite a cardiac myocyte. So, since there is no need for auto-excitability, there is no need for funny channels. What is the contribution of funny channels? People, if you think about that word auto-excitability, this tells you that these cells should have a capability that they have to get excited, they have to get activated without any external stimulus. You know what is excitation, you know what is activation. The cytoplasm should have more positive charge. That is what is called as excitation, and that is exactly what is going to activate a cell, and that is what is going to make the cell functional. For example, you take up a skin sensory receptor. If it is a touch receptor, only when I touch my touch receptor, it gets activated. So this is an excitable cell, but it is dependent on an external stimulus for its activation. Whereas an auto-excitable cell can't do this way. The name itself suggests that it is auto-excitable. Without any external stimulus, this cell has to keep getting activated. Which is why you can harvest the heart from a donor. You can cut all the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve, put the heart in a plastic bag, fill it up with ice, store it in a container, travel for 4 hours or 5 hours stretch and transplant the organ to a suitable recipient. How the heart functions? There is no nerve supply. How the heart functions? Auto-excitable cell. So what makes the auto-excitable cell to get excited on its own? Every time the cell goes for hyperpolarization, automatically funny channels open, automatically sodium comes in, potassium comes in. So without any external stimulus for opening of the channel, they get their channels open and sodium comes in, potassium comes in, the cell gets depolarized. This luxury is not seen in a conventional regular myocyte because these cells are designed for contraction, not for current generation. So how does these cells behave? At the outset, at the very outset, understand this. These cells are called as cardiac myocytes. They are not auto-excitable cells. And when it comes to cardiac myocytes, guys, these cells have got a very stable resting membrane potential, and the membrane voltage is going to be minus 90 millivolt. RMP is going to be minus 90 millivolt. It is going to be very stable, guys. Unlike an auto-excitable cell, it is not going to fluctuate. So this is minus 90 millivolt, which is nothing but resting membrane potential. Now, you know that multiple cardiac myocytes are connected by gap junctions. So what's going to happen? Cations from one cell automatically goes to the other cell via gap junction, get the cell ready for depolarization, which is why there is going to be opening of voltage gated sodium channel without any other trigger. But the only mechanism here is these myocytes are dependent on a neighboring cell. Only then the neighboring cell is going to give good amount of sodium into the cardiac myocyte. With that good amount of sodium entering through gap junction, voltage gated sodium channel opens. Because you can understand, with sodium entering from the neighboring cell, the cytoplasmic voltage becomes more and more positive. And what is a voltage gated sodium channel? You know this. This is a channel which opens when the cytoplasmic voltage is more positive than resting membrane potential, right?